In this video, I will discuss how I believe I knew David Bowie was going to die as far back as 2 months before he died. You make another comment, which I replied to. You said, "I'll leave it to you to explain that this shill was making suspect videos about David Bowie at least a month before his hoax off." My response was, if I told you how I knew Bowie was going to die, you wouldn't believe me. Rest in peace, David Jones. The claim that Jack Stephen is Bowie needs to stop. It's utter and complete nonsense. Now, I stick to that 100%. Jack Stephen is not David Bowie. Jack Stephen is Jack Stephen. He looks nothing like Bowie. He sounds nothing like Bowie. His teeth look nothing like Bowie's. The guy is not David Bowie. David Bowie has been cremated. His ashes have been scattered. Positive energy to his family, and rest in peace, David Bowie, also known as David Jones. David Jones was an extremely talented performer under the name David Bowie, and he chose the name Bowie from the American Bowie knife. Bowie was obsessed with America. Bowie loved America. I'm convinced Bowie loved America more than he loved his home country of England, because he mentions America in many of his hit songs. Young Americans, I'm Afraid of Americans. In one of his songs, he mentions American Anafantasticalization. He makes up a word. He makes up a word for basically Americana. American Anafantasticalization. And there's a couple other American-themed Bowie songs. I can't think of them off the top of my head. But beside that, I'll tell you all how I knew Bowie was going to die. When Black Star came out in November, I believe it was November 19th, 2015, I watched Black Star for the first time when he was first uploaded to David Bowie's official YouTube account. And like many, I found the song to be extremely bizarre, extremely upsetting, yet intriguing at the same time. I didn't know why. I didn't understand it. It was the most occult song I've ever heard in my life. Extremely deep, extremely dark and mysterious. I didn't know what it meant. But my subconscious did know what it meant. My regular everyday consciousness was like, that's weird. I don't understand that. But my subconscious immediately picked up on the fact that David Bowie knew that he was going to die, and that he either consciously or subconsciously, probably both, intermingled and mixed in that song that he was going to die. He encoded it into the DNA of Black Star, of that hit single. And when I listened to that 10-minute song and listened to it again and again and again, I probably listened to it 10 times in a row, because I was that blown away from it. And I reversed it. I listened to it backwards. I'm the first person to ever listen to it backwards that I know of. I literally waited a week or two before I uploaded it backwards, because I thought someone else was going to do it, but nope, nobody did. So I uploaded it backwards. I tried to decode it, and I probably stumbled and fell and miscorrectly interpreted it. Bowie didn't purposely put Lucifer in that song backwards, but it's clearly, it can clearly be heard. But I do not believe in reverse speech. I do not believe in finding secret messages and reverse information, because Art Bell had a guest who was an expert at reverse speech, and when that guest started to dislike Art Bell, he started to reverse Art's speech and started to find extremely defamation accusations in Art Bell's reverse speech. See, that's why reverse speech doesn't work. That's why reverse speech is bogus. Because you can reverse the president, you can reverse a famous person, and you can get negative information that literally has nothing to do with them. I knew David Bowie was going to die because of Black Star was such an extremely depressing and dark and death-centered song that my subconscious knew he was going to die, but it goes beyond that. I'm a little bit psychic, and I'm going to do a future video on the fact that I'm a little bit psychic. I can't prove it. That's why I've never done a video on it. I don't admit that I'm a 1-800 psychic and that I can read your future. Nothing like that. I randomly, sporadically can see certain things in the future. Randomly, sporadically. And the fact is, I don't know if it isn't a daydream or an actual vision sporadically brought to me of the future until after the fact. So it's random. I can only prove it after the fact. I happened to hit the nail on the head by making 4 Bowie videos before he died. A lot of people claim I made those videos after he died, but you cannot change the upload date on a YouTube video. When a YouTube video is uploaded, you can't change that date. Non-YouTubers don't know that. Non-YouTube creators don't know that, but that's a fact. You can't change the upload date of a YouTube video. I'm a little bit psychic. I'm going to do an entire episode on different psychic-related things. The elite in the world, the Illuminati, if you will, they think that they're the most psychic people in the world. But the fact is, there are many independent nobodies like me that are also psychic. And so if they want to use their psychic powers against me, good luck with that. You know, a lot of us are born with these abilities. And I've never used magic. I've never practiced magic. I'm an anti-occultist, but I happen to be an occult researcher that researches the occult simply for the fact that I know what to avoid, that I know where my enemy is coming from. Now, I don't consider all occultists evil. Many occultists are just practicing a spiritual mystic journey from their perspective, and they're innocent bystanders of a bigger picture. But some occultists are the deepest, darkest cabals. And the Illuminati, to a certain extent, does exist, but they don't call themselves the Illuminati. But they do consider themselves enlightened, illuminated ones. And it's a spiritual-related topic that if you don't believe in spirits, then you don't believe in these secret cabals that communicate with spirits on a regular basis. I'm going to talk about that in the future. But I just wanted to make this response to this guy. I'm not an Illuminati shill. I'm not a shill. I have a comedy show which I've tried to bring back through some responses. I have a character named Number One, the CEO of the Illuminati. I have Pyramar, the pyramid with the eyeball. And I think it's fun to use these, and I'll use them at my discretion. And I have a new character called Prospector Skeleton, and I see that he's not too popular, so I don't know if I'm bringing him back, but I am going to focus on some more serious occult research videos. I assure you, stay tuned. This has been John Razimus with the John Razimus Occult Research Channel. Be seeing you.